Yeah.
So yeah.
You guys also have sex. It seems like you have sex with other partners on camera more than off camera. Would that be accurate?
No. The other way around.
Oh,
Like on camera. Wait, on camera more than off. Is that what you said?
correct. Yeah.
Yes. On camera more than off. Yes.
Okay. And so I wonder, are there boundaries for what you're okay with each other doing with other people? Is that something that gets talked about in advance?
Oh, yeah.
Very much.
And has there? Okay, so I want to know a little bit about what those agreements or rules are,
Sure.
if you don't mind sharing.
Sure. Okay, so I think what I've observed is that we generally start with like what am I comfortable with before we get into other people's stuff. I generally start with like, hey, babe, this is what I'm feeling right now. This is what I'm desiring. I'm interested in, if we've already decided who the other person or people are. It's like these are the things that I feel comfortable in my mind right now. Maybe engaging with them, doing these things. Like there's sometimes when we've cammed with another couple and I'm like, hey, I'm not really a yes on the male interactive today. I'm just not in that space. And so while I may have interacted with that person in the past, I'm not today. And so I say, hey, today I'm not feeling that. Let's not push that. And I also have that communication with them too. Hey, I know we've done this in the past, but I'm feeling today is like a no. It's nothing personal, but that's where I'm at. So stuff like that.
That sounds good.
And then we go from there, and then we just kind of start the conversations like, this is where I am, where are you, how do you feel about that, do you have any objection to that, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a great answer. I'm going to ask some follow-up on this, because when I work with couples around open relationships, one of the things that people struggle with articulating is, what is it that I want to be able to do with another partner? And am I doing something with another partner that I don't always do with my own partner? And or are there certain kinds of sex that I might have with somebody else, whether it's oral or rimming or anal or whatever it is, like is it something that that's going to make my partner feel a bit insecure, or they're going to be like, insecure is maybe not even a nice word. They might just say like, it makes me feel bad. Let's say, if you're doing a thing with somebody else, because that particular thing feels like an us thing. So I wonder for both of you. I've heard from you a bit, Jason. Melissa, I'm really interested in knowing if, about a bit more about boundaries, rules, and I'm just gonna let you run it.
Okay. Well, I think one really important thing to mention is that we require testing before anybody that we're with, and to like look at the tests and things like that. So we're not. That's just something that is just gives me too much anxiety to pass up. So the encounters are usually not casual. They're usually planned because we have to be like, hey, by the way, everybody's got to get tested. So once that's happened, then there's a lot less stress, because then you don't really have to worry as much about boundaries for health reasons.
And is it always condomless sex then?
With me, condoms, because I'm not on birth control. But he can do whatever he wants with whomever. It's all about whatever the partner he's with, like what they work out.
Right.
I see. Okay.
And I think we've also spoken that if there's a female that is not on birth control, I don't think it's within our relationship boundaries for me to potentially get another person pregnant.
Yeah, we're not trying
and bring
to
that into the relationship.
Yeah, we're not.
I think that's probably that's a boundary at this point too. So the only other two females that I've interacted with within our relationship have both been either on birth control or have had
tubes tied.
So
yeah.
So in the what's
case
the official word for that? Sorry, it's not.
I think it's tubes tied.
Right,
it's not a hysterectomy.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, the woman who's had her tubes tied, like, I had no problem with him coming inside of her, for example. Like, I don't have any, particular limits. We both aren't really big anal fans, but I wouldn't have a problem with any anal action with any male or female with him, and I don't think he would with me. And, we have played with other people in those ways, and so I think the only thing with us is just, testing is really, really important, and then just communicating with each other. Because whatever.
Interesting. Yeah. So beyond like sexual health and these like precautions, there's no and those are like physical health things, you know?
Yeah.
But emotionally, there's no hierarchy of sexual acts that are not